What's up, y'all? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Loko Warbucks, and I'm here at the Diamond Studio. We about to knock out 10 questions for Loko Warbucks. You already know April 3rd, my album come out, second to none. I'm about to just knock out some things that you might want to know about it before it come out. And what these 10 questions are, you know what I'm saying, it's just 10 users submitted questions that we got from Instagram, Twitter, the streets. Just from a bunch of people who wanted to know what my album, second to none, was going to be about. Make sure you get that on April 3rd. So we're just going to knock these out real quick and see what y'all wanted to know. Alright, so let's get started with these questions. What was your inspiration for the album? You know, it's been a year. You know, I dropped my debut album March 1st of last year. And, you know, I just been dropping a few singles and EPs in between. I feel like, you know, being that I'm still early in my career, that I need to just give people some more, you know, entertainment, some more work, some more, just showing y'all that I got bars, showing y'all I'm a hit maker, showing y'all that I really do this thing. So the inspiration really just comes from me just trying to show y'all that I've been busy, I've been working. Off the last single, Ways, you know, that I still just have more in the tuck that was like that, better on that same time. So yeah, really the inspiration just comes from just wanting to work harder and show what I got in the repertoire. Do you have more songs like Honey? For those of y'all that don't know, Honey's the fourth track on my previous EP, Coop Dreams. You know, the song is definitely for the ladies, something, you know, for them to vibe out to, you know, whether they alone with their fellas, whatever the case may be. And do I have more songs like Honey on an album? You know, since it's about to come out when y'all see this video. No, it is not songs like Honey, but it's definitely some stuff in there for the ladies for them to vibe out to. How does this album compare to the last? I wouldn't really even say that there's much comparison. I think all you really see in it is just the growth in me as an artist. You know, Winter Sprinter, I wasn't new to the game. I wasn't new to rapping. I was just more so new to making a full body of work and putting it together. And there's certain things that I see looking back at it that, you know, that I definitely did well, things that I could have improved on. And I think all of that stuff I just implemented into this new album right here. You know, Winter Sprinter was definitely a major stepping stone for me, opened up a lot of doors for me. And I just want Second to None to do the exact same thing. Well, not even the same thing, but just to take me even further. Because I feel like that's just what this album is all about. It's what it embodies, and that's just the growth and elevation that you've seen from me. So just in terms of comparison, you know, I'm still the same hungry dude, I'm the same killer. I'm just showing y'all even more bags and pockets that I get into. What is your favorite song on the album? See, there's my favorite song, and then there's the gang's favorite song, but everybody's kind of all over the place. If I had to choose my favorite song, I'll probably say Who on the Top. You know what I'm saying? Who on the Top is definitely a banger. If you've been watching my IG story, my Snapchat, I've been previewing a little bit. We've been getting a little dance on, you know what I'm saying, One Time for the City. But Who on the Top is definitely probably my favorite. It might just be yours too. You know, you're gonna see April 3rd is gonna all make sense if you trying to not get no snippets, no spoilers, giving nothing away. You know, I think you're gonna appreciate that one too. Will there be any guest features on the album? You know, at first we started off with like 5-6 features on the album because for some reason I thought it was gonna be like a 20-track joint. But it came down to only being one feature. And you know, I mean, you could probably guess who that is, you know what I'm saying? It's my man Gerard, you know what I'm saying? I just needed a little bit of R&B flavor singing on that thing, you feel me? So I had to make that phone call like, yo, bro, you know, we gotta knock out another one right now. I mean, we about 5 for 5, 6 for 6, you know what I'm saying? Infinity Stones is all collected. We not really missing like that, you feel me? So that's the only guest feature that we got on the album. How do you come up with track listing? That's really a tough one, only because I'm really bad at putting things together. I'm great at making the music, I'm great at telling the story and all of that. But when it comes to putting it in order for it to flow and whatnot, I'm kind of iffy on that. So, you know, I send all the songs to the gang, you know what I'm saying? I help, like, yo, look, I need y'all insight, like, what's up, how we gonna do this, what's gonna go here, how we gonna start, how we gonna end. Because when it comes to the intro and outro, you know what I'm saying, that's like the bread of the sandwich. I know where that's gonna be. It's everything else in between, that's the hard parts. You know, I definitely make some important phone calls, send out some important texts like, yo, let's get this right. So, you know, shout out to all the Spark Boys who was able to make this track list happen. Because without y'all, trust me, this joint would be a fire album, just super duper out of place. Who? What's the most, I can't even read this joint. Who wrote this question? Oh, what's the most meaningful song to you? I was about to say, what? The most meaningful song to me on the album, it's a song called Balenciaga Ballet. You know what I'm saying? Before I even get into that, Balenciaga Ballet, like the album is really like a turn up, a lit party time type joint. So when it gets to Balenciaga Ballet, it's a little further in the album. It's really the only song that, I don't think the only song that has like pure substance, but it's one that you could really sit, listen to, and sit, and you can see where you can set it apart from every other song in the album. You know, with Balenciaga Ballet, it's really talking about, you know, just the allure of flashy designer things, you know, just trying to keep up with the Joneses or whatnot, just living above your means, and how we'll literally do anything to attain that, you know what I'm saying? Not anything in terms of hustling to get into it, but anything like cutting corners and, you know, just doing the wrong thing to get to this shiny, allure type lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody want to live fancy, everybody want to be up and whatnot, but, you know, it's really just about how you going to go about it. And that's what society really is today. And that's why I'm like, you know what, this song is probably what it's going to be all about. You know what I'm saying? With a title like Balenciaga Ballet, you like, oh, okay, you spinning around in some fancy foreign designer stuff. Yeah, you know, all of that is cool too. But when you listen to it, you're going to see the substance and know that it has some body as a record. So that's the most meaningful record to me on the album. Where'd you get the title from? Okay, that's an interesting question. The title is just comes from what I feel like I am with myself. You know, I feel like I'm second to none. You know, I'm still a student in school. I still live in the hood. I still be out and about. And, you know, I go to shows all the time. Everywhere I go, there's rappers. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. It don't matter where. You know, it's competition all over the place. Only thing is with me, I feel like I'm better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I say that as humbly as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't say I'm cocky. I'm just bigging myself up. You know, I feel like I am second to none. I feel like nowhere do I go can anybody out rap me, outshine me, outperform me, out, you know, do anything in me. And that's just because that's who I built myself up to be. You know, all things, of course, going to God first. But, you know, he put me on this planet, you know what I'm saying, to be second to none. He said, I can't be second. I've seen what it's like to be, you know, behind, to work your way up and over there. And I'm definitely still working my way up in every way, shape, and form. But like I said, when it comes to this rap thing, when it comes to putting it together, when it comes to just, you know, putting it down, come on. They're not better than me. And I say that again, as humbly as possible. But that's where the album name stems from, being second to none. How long did it take to make the album? This album's probably been about, I don't know how long. I would say I started in September. September is when I started doing like the singles for it, Ways, Joker. September is when I started doing that. And the album comes out April. The album, I finished writing the album officially as of mid-March actually. So, I mean, I don't know how many months that's: September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. That's 6 months for the album, you know what I'm saying? And originally, you know, this song, not originally, but this album was like 45 tracks, you know what I'm saying? So you got to weed it down, cut it down, see what you don't like, see what you do like, see what the people feel and whatnot. And you know, that's why it takes so long to make. You know, I'm someone who I'm real big on just perfection and all the work in the craft that I do, whatever, especially when it comes to the pen. So it's like I just had to make sure that in that 6 months everything was straight, everything was right before I shot it out to the people to make anything. Because, you know, we just got to get right. You feel me? That's all we could do. And this is the last question, the 10th question. You feel me? How would you describe your album in one word? Legendary. Legendary. Another word, immaculate. You know what I'm saying? If I had to choose one, I would say legendary first, because I feel like this is going to really be the album that takes me somewhere, that really puts me in my place, that really gives me the certain places that I need to go. And I just feel like I just came so different on this album compared to the last one. I feel like Ways, my single Ways, is really what threw up my trajectory. You know what I'm saying? That really made me feel like I could go places that I was never been before, and it's going to be a movie when I get there. You know what I'm saying? I always look back and I'm like, you know, this last album was good, these singles are good, but I need just another full joint that's going to really, really get the people talking, really get the people moving, and just get my name moving and whatnot. I think when it comes down to the title, when it comes down to the work, the covers, this, that, and the other, how it's going to work in my favor, I think we just going to see something that's really, really legendary. So that's just how I would describe it in one word. Now I'm saying, that was your 10 questions. I appreciate everybody that submitted. I'm sorry to those of y'all who I missed over me. I'm saying it was just maybe the best 10 that I feel like was going to really get y'all to understand what this album is all about. You already know, man, my name is Loko Warbucks. Make sure you get my new album, Second to None, which is going to come out April 3rd. Feel me?